about glow ups that is all about changing how you look. Lose weight, get muscle, change how you dress, do your makeup, change your hair. Don't get me wrong, I love fashion and beauty. I'm a model, so obviously I appreciate that. But after living in different countries and building my career from the scratch, I realized something. The biggest glow up I ever had nothing with a look. It had everything to do with my environment. Here is a story that you can change the way you think about it. Goldfish can only grow like 2-3 inches in a bowl, 6 inches in an aquarium, 12 inches in a pond, and over a foot in a lake. Same fish, different environment. And I think a lot of people are like that. I grew up in a small town in Poland, but I always knew that my plans are bigger than that, and I never felt I truly belonged there. And if the people around loved me and tried to support me, they just didn't understand my vision. They couldn't show me the path because they had never lived it themselves. They weren't wrong, they just had a different reality. People always give advice based on what they know. If everyone around you has work, normal job their whole life, they will naturally tell you to choose the safe option. If nobody around you start a business, becoming an entrepreneur of course sounds risky. And if nobody around you has work in fashion, becoming an international model sounds almost impossible. Then I moved to Milan and I was surrounded with people that normally life looked completely different. Instead of talking about getting regular job, we're talking about campaigns, fashion week, castings, and photo shoots. My goals didn't seem crazy anymore. They actually seemed quite basic. Now I live in Seoul and I learned this lesson all over again. In Europe, I often heard that I'm just like too short for a runway jobs. When I came to Korea, and not only, I worked in Seoul Fashion Week. When I debuted, I actually opened the show. It didn't suddenly became different model. The environment changed, the market changed, the opportunities changed, and it made me realize something very important. Sometimes we are just trying to fix ourselves instead of changing the room that we are in. And the same happens outside modeling. Spend enough time with entrepreneurs and the conversation are suddenly about building, about creating opportunities, about solving problems. Spend enough time with people that constantly complain, and eventually complaining seems usual. Environment isn't only about where you live. It's the standards you accept. It's the people you spend time with. The conversation that slowly become your own thoughts. People often say that you are the average of 5 people that you spend the most time with. Whether that is literally true or not, I think there is something powerful about this idea. Because habits spreads, mindsets spread, beliefs spread, and even negativity spreads. I also learned that comparison isn't always bad. There are 2 kinds. One that makes you bitter, and other one that makes you stay curious. When somebody is doing something amazing now, I don't think why them. I think if they can do it, it's possible for me too. That's inspiration. I think this is one of the healthiest form of comparison. Now, does it mean you have to move across the world? No. Changing your environment can start much slower. Reading different books, meeting new people, listening to conversations that challenge the way you think. Putting yourself in the places where your dreams feel normal instead of impossible. Looking back, I wasn't really a different person in Poland. I wasn't magically more talented in Milan. I didn't suddenly become better model in Seoul. I was the same person. Every time my environment changed, I grew. Just like a goldfish. So if you have been feeling stuck, maybe don't ask yourself, how can I change? Ask yourself something else. Is the environment around me help me grow or keeping me small? Because maybe the biggest glow up you will ever have won't start with changing yourself. Maybe it will start with changing what is around you.